My fellow gem hunters, welcome to another episode of Coinverse, in which you, as always, myself vibing. But before we get started today, guys, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know how you're doing over here. Let me know if there's any gems that we're missed on covering. If any things you guys want me to cover as well, you can just leave them in the comments and we'll definitely take a look at it and see what we can do. But today, like no other day, we're actually going to be talking about some rare gems, two gems that's really been emerging in the Web3 FitFi space. We've been seeing DeFi offer these staking yields and reward their holders with passive income, and it really took off in the last 4 years. And now this year, we're starting to see this emergence of FitFi, what we like to call it, where it's more like a lifestyle app, move to earn, and you actually get rewarded from actually doing things that you actually do every day in your lifestyle. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. We're going to dig into the first one, which is called STEPN. You guys should be familiar with this one, but just in case you're not, we'll go ahead and just do an entry-level review of this. And what is STEPN? STEPN is a Web3 lifestyle app with socialify and gamify elements. Players can make handsome earnings walking, jogging, or running outdoors. So we can see here that they have 500,000 followers on the Discord and over or members on the Discord, and over almost close to $400,000 followers on the Twitter. And we see they're about 6 steps through their roadmap. They went ahead and launched the app, had their fixed the bugs, kicked off community events. And now we've seen the app launch, and now they're talking about making this thing upgrading it and making it multi-chain. And I think that's really big. I think this is a year that we need to start seeing protocols talk to other protocols on a safe layer, and that would be called interoperability in my eyes. And I think that's something that we need to see going forward. And I think that this is one of the things that could potentially do it. Who they would team up with and what chain they're going to go with next, I don't know. I think potentially BNB would be one of my guesses if I had to guess on any. But we also know with STEPN, they've been up in the last 30 days, guys, over 300%. Since they launched, they've been up over 2,000%. This thing has made really great gains. It's definitely been to the moon, if we're calling anything the moon. And like anything else that goes to the moon, when something does really well, we start seeing what people call imitators, or we start seeing competitors. I like to see it in, I like to call it what it is. If there's an imitator, well, let's call it an imitator. If there's a competitor, let's call it a competitor. For right now, there is a competitor, or looking like there will be a competitor on the market. And this product is actually called STEP.app. We're going to just jump over to their website here real quick, and you can see right off the bat, it's just a little bit more of that metaverse vibe. Kind of gives you the emblem is a little bit the same. I think the logo is the same, because that kind of throws people off. But you see here, it gives you that cool feel. You can scroll through and see some of the things that's going on. And this is one of those virtual or augmented reality apps where you actually do more than run, and you can actually do other activities, fight within some games, or do a workout within games and still be rewarded. I think this one's really cool, guys. And it really just came out. And like I said, it's kind of mimicking the STEPN model. Hold on, let me stop my screen here so I can dive right in with you guys and we can look at this together. But when you think about it, this is also one of those move to earn protocols. And what they're trying to do is pretty much let people go out, again, live their lifestyle, go out, participate in activities that they do and be rewarded. And for me, I look at this as one of those things where you think about Fitbit when it came out, and then Nike Plus came out, where you could actually go out, run against your friends and be rewarded in points and things of that nature that you could use online. And with Fitbit, you were also rewarded points and things of that nature, and you could use those rewards for different things. I think there's enough room for both of these protocols to really to survive, right? I don't think they need to be like a one makes and one breaks it, right? Like I think when you think about STEP.app, this is something that launched on the BNB blockchain. So it's going to have a little bit of popularity. I think when it comes out, I think the app hasn't officially launched. They did take in $3 million on MakerDAO, as we were saying, to try to compete with the likes of a STEPN. And we're going to try to like dive into why people would potentially want to get involved with this STEP app versus, the STEPN app. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again here, guys. Boom. And what we're going to look at first, we're going to go ahead and go over the trading view. We're going to look at the STEPN app right here, the STEPN token right here, guys. And you see this thing launched right here on KuCoin around 48 cents, guys. And we see here, kind of had this little boring run when it first came out, had an initial pop, didn't really take off. And then once it kind of cleared its neck over on this neckline, it just took off, started going to the moon. You see this is at $2. And then it kind of backtracked, retraced got this same little movement that we see here, back right here, and then we seen another push off. With the recent trend in all markets, we're starting to see a downtrend. I think that we see this kind of regaining strength in this respected level. And if it doesn't, I think we start seeing hella volume pushing if this thing start pushing into the low dollars and going back to some of those prices. But what people are really hoping for when they think about what FitFi or what Step.app can offer is the same thing, guys. This is just launched, so I'm looking at a 2-hour versus where we were on GMT. We were looking at a 4-hour chart. So we're just going to dive back over here to FitFi real quick and look at the 2-hour chart, guys. This same boring thing that we just seen over here. Well, this thing came out and just had like this boring thing, and then all of a sudden just pop, right? And I think that's what people are waiting on here. When we look at this and where it's at right now, again, this thing launched at around a penny. And this was on, I think it launched on, it was on OKX. So it launched around a penny on OKX. And we see, by the time liquidity was filled, it was already at about 25 cents. And now we're starting to see it had that boring area around here. And now it's starting to pop up a little bit. But I'm expecting, even with the market conditions, and this is usually a bearish signal where we kind of push back down here. I don't think a push back down in this area would do anything to hurt this project. I think if anything, it'll just add some more volume to it. I think this is one of those projects you definitely got to pay attention to, because like I said, guys, there's definitely enough room for both of these projects to exist. I don't think this has to be a thing where there's one has to survive and the other one has to go to the grave, right? I think there's a lot of potential earning on both of these platforms. And I expect you guys to at least do your research like I've been doing. Let's look at these gems together. Let's keep exploring more of these gems, bringing them to the light and comparing the two. If there's anything you think I missed in the comments or you guys want to elaborate more, just please leave it down in the comments below and we'll jump right on it. And I appreciate you guys tuning in with me on Coinverse. I'm going to be out for the weekend, but Monday I'll be back here bringing you guys more gems. And always, guys, I appreciate it. And until next time, vibing out.